So Madden 24 added this brand new superstar mode into the game, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is one of the best modes that they've added over the past few years, and I've been playing this for a little bit, and I think I've already found the best player build that you can make in this mode. Let's go check it out. All right, so for this player build, we're going to be going with the cornerback position. Out of all the positions that are available, the cornerbacks are going to be the most athletic, which means you can make your players taller and still have the same speed compared to other positions that have to make their players shorter to have the same level of speed. Now, when you make your player's physique, you're going to want to go with the height of 6'10". This is the tallest height you can go to and still get the balanced physique. And you're going to go with the minimum weight, which is 160 pounds. The rest of the settings do not really matter. You can change those to your personal preference. And one thing that I do want to point out, when you make your version of the build, it's actually going to say you have 90 speed at default. And that is okay, because when you start upgrading your build and leveling it up, you're going to hit at every single 10's level unlock, you're going to get an extra speed to your build. So once you hit level 10, you're going to get +1 speed. You're going to hit level 20, get +2 speed, and so on and so. That means once you finally hit level 50 on this build, you're going to have a 95 speed on a 6'10 lockdown player. Now, if you are one of those people that want 99 speed on your player, that's perfectly fine. You're going to want to drop the height down to 6'7". That is the tallest height you could go with this player model and still get 99 speed, and that is still a fantastic build as well. I highly recommend you either make the 6'10 or the 6'7 versions of these builds. Now, I will show you guys how to upgrade your build the way that I think you should off the rip in just a minute, but we got to take a look at some of these defensive highlights first. With that 99 catch that you could get on this build, you're going to be able to get in a lot of passing lanes and get crazy acrobatic interception, which is also one of the abilities that you can get on this player, which is going to allow you to be an absolute menace on the defensive end. No pass is going to be out of your reach. Look at this. We get beat on the press right here, but it does not matter. We could close out and still get the interception at the back of the end zone. But yeah, no, this build is going to be the best one that you could possibly make because it gives you all the attributes that you really need on a good build in a Madden game. You're going to have height, you're going to have speed, and you're going to have catching ability. Everything else is pretty much user controlled, and if you know what you're doing, all those attributes do not matter aside from speed and height. And again, I cannot explain to you guys how much of a fit you're going to put some of these teams in with this 6'10 player, because you could get really lurky on this player. Usually all these interceptions that you guys see right here, I'm really just trying to bait them to throw to my side because I know I can cut back, still get the interception, and we can take it for 6 as well right here, get an interception at the back of the end zone, and we're just taking it all the way. Again, man, telling y'all, you have enough speed on this build to be dominant. You're gonna have 95 speed when you're fully maxed out. And again, you can bait passes like crazy on this build. Look at this right here. He's trying to run this little corner route. We're cutting back to, we get in that lane and we get that interception on this build. And again, this is literally the best defensive player that you can make in this game. You're gonna win jump balls like crazy with that 99 catch, even over wide receivers. And again, it's just an unstoppable player on the defensive end. And I'm gonna show you guys the offensive capabilities of this build as well. Don't think that this build is a slouch on offense, because you're gonna be fast. If you have good stick ability, if you have good stick skill, you're gonna be able to dominate on the offensive end as well. But there are gonna be some games where you don't even need offense to win. You can literally just get an interception and take it for 6 if you know what you're doing. Again, if you know how to break down a defender in this game just using left stick moves, you're gonna be dominant on this type of player. Look at that little stop and go, and it's just an easy score. But yeah, man, pretty much every single thing about this build is absolutely insane, especially on the defensive end. Look at this right here. We're just clamping up every single person we get. Oh, one move and we are gone for 6 again. Now let me show you guys how I would upgrade this build when it comes to your skills. All right, so the things that I ended up upgrading first on my player were catching and tackling all the way to 99, because there's 2 abilities that you definitely do want to get on gold tier as soon as possible. And that first one is honorary receiver. We'll go over which abilities you should equip later on in this video, but again, just talking about strictly the upgrades, I highly recommend you go for your catching and then your tackling first and second. All of these other attributes are very nice to have eventually, but it does not beat having your catch rating high off the jump. I would say after catching and tackling, I would definitely recommend you start upgrading either your man coverage or zone coverage. I'm probably going to go with zone coverage so I can start getting these zone knockout abilities. And realistically, you could kind of just upgrade one at a time and just max it all the way out, because you could pretty much just call yourself into a man or into a zone every single possession and get those abilities to unlock every single time. But now let's take a look at some of the offensive capabilities of this build. Look at this. Hit him with the whip route into the go pattern, and it's just an easy touchdown. Listen, if you have stick skill, you know what you're doing with that left analog stick. You don't need no route running ratings. You don't need nothing else but speed, height, and catching. Would it be nice to have some spec catch? Yes, but realistically, here's another perfect example of what I'm talking about right here. We're gonna take this little drag route for 6 right here. We're gonna spin back this way, make this defender fall, and now we're gonna try and just combo up and sauce up our guys. We got blockers with my 2 teammates right here as well, and we are gone for 6. As you see again right there, this build is just unstoppable. But listen, I can go deep on this player too. Right here, we're running this corner route. If he's even, I'm leaving, and we're hitting the back corner of this end zone for the toe tap. And it's just easy points. You're gonna be so fast on this player. You're gonna be able to burn most people deep down the field for 6 as long as you can catch that ball, which is why we upgrade our catch rating. Again, just same thing right here. We're gonna hit him with a nice little corner route back of the end zone. It's a toe tap for an easy touchdown. And look at this right here. He's not gonna expect how fast I am, and we just blow right past him for the deep passing play, and it ends up being a touchdown. And hey man, you could be a quarterback too in some situations. Right here, rolling out on this halfback counter, we just dot our guy open down the field for an easy touchdown. Look at this, running the Texas route right here. And listen, again, if you know what you're doing when it comes to breaking defenders, look at this. Oh, dead leg. Bye-bye. They both fall, and we're gone for 6. But look at this play right here. Look at this. Lakers gonna run this little drag route. We're gonna hit him right there. He's gonna pitch this back to me, and look at this. Look at this. Ooh, left. Ooh, back right, back left again. We're just making defenders miss left and right. And again, it's just easy points. If you know what you're doing, you can score easily. But yeah, no, this build is just way too fun. And listen, man, to the people that are saying, oh, I'm trying to break the game, or oh, why are you using these like unskilled builds? Because like I posted a build video on Twitter for this build. There was just so many people saying like, oh, I bet you this takes no skill, blah, 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 blah. Why are you trying to ruin the game mode? The game mode's fun. I'm just sitting here, I'm like, bro, people were gonna find this build eventually. And not only that, but like, don't get mad at me for EA deciding to give us the ability to make a 6'10 with 95 speed. Like, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. I saw a build that 6'10 could get 90 speed and then eventually have 95 speed, and I said, you know what, that's gonna be a good build, so I made it. So don't get mad at me for that. Like, come on now. All right, so now let's take a look at the abilities I'm going to be using on this player build. We're using honorary receiver on gold, and when you have this ability, you're more likely to catch interceptions. You're gonna have unlimited stamina on the return of that interception, and you're gonna get way more acrobatic dive swats and interceptions as well. And then we're also gonna have tackle elite, which is gonna allow you to secure a tackle. Offensive players are not going to be able to break tackles as often, and you're also more likely to cause fumbles when using this ability. And then lastly, we're using chuck out. Once I start getting those zone KO abilities, we'll throw that on there as well, because that's going to be a nice thing to have, because we usually always run a zone, so I'm going to need those abilities when I can get them. Yeah, no, man, that's pretty much how you make this build, and I'm probably going to do another video once I get this build all the way maxed out, or maybe I'll do a 6'7 version of this build. And then there's another build that I am currently working on, which is a 7-foot wide receiver that gets 99 catch, 99 spec catch, and it literally just turns into a player that you could literally just throw jump balls to, and they'll come down with it every single time, because there are just some players that can't even get a proper contest on me going up to get the ball, or you just spec catch over them with that 99 spec catch anyways. Yeah, no, man, that's gonna be pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys are enjoying this Madden content as I'm putting it out. Again, I'm really just doing this just to kind of pass time until NBA 2K24 comes out, and then we're definitely going to be mainly focusing on that once again. But again, man, I've been having fun on the Superstar game mode. If you guys been having fun with it too, leave a comment down below talking about it. But that's it, man. I'm out. Peace.